We can start. Can someone please confirm if my screen is visible?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay. So we were talking about the location of our uh, recovery service vault, right? So if my resources are there in East US, all of them, and I'm doing this in case East US is down, so I should avail all these services. So it is obvious that I should not have my recovery service vault in West US. It should not have in East US. Other than East US, it can be anywhere, right? That is one thing to remember. Let me see if we have anything else in theory part. Recovery plans we have covered, recovery service vault we have covered, uh, RTO, RPO we have discussed that how it depends that how many services you create, right? If you create if you are ready with supporting services like your load balancer, your NSGs, etc., then it will be easier for you to get the infrastructure back up and running, right? So I think that's all in the theory part. Let's go ahead and start with our practical. Anyone has any questions, doubt? Any guys? Any doubts? Any questions? Anything, guys? Yes, guys. Any doubts? Any questions? Please do let me know. Before we start practical on the portal in the theory part, do you have any doubts? Any questions?
Currently, we don't have any question. I don't have any question.
Okay, let's proceed then. Fine. Before we go ahead, I just want to ask one question here. It's if I go here and I want to set up a recovery service vault for one of the machines. So if I tell you that this is the machine which I'm planning to replicate, this is a machine I'm planning to replicate, and I already have backup available on this machine. ठीक है, मेरा बैकअप ऑलरेडी चल रहा है इस मशीन पे. My backup is already running, though it is not running on this machine. But imagine the backup is already running on this machine, right? And I want to do the disaster recovery now. Backup चल रहा है, what does it mean? Do I have a recovery service vault or can I have backup without recovery service vault? If I am saying कि इस machine पे backup already scheduled है, configured है, so what comes to your mind? Does it mean that I already have a recovery service vault?
No.
Why not? I mean, can you
yeah,
have a backup without recovery service vault, guys?
no,
What is the confusion, Imran bhai? Guys, if you don't understand my question sometimes, feel free to ask. And not only here in interview as well, feel free to ask, right? Ask them to repeat, ask them to uh, elaborate the question. Don't assume something. आपको कई बार concept पता होगा, just question नहीं समझता, and if you are hesitating कि यार कैसे repeat करना है बोल दो, and then you will answer incorrectly in interview, that will be your loss. Probing it's always better. So my question is that when I say कि इस machine पे already backup run हो रहा है, so what do you understand by this sentence? Do I have a recovery service vault or not? So yes, obviously you cannot have a backup without recovery service vault. How can you have a backup of a machine without recovery service vault? The moment you go here and select backup, look at this. What is it creating? It is creating a vault, a recovery service vault. It is creating a recovery service vault. So without recovery service vault, you cannot have a backup. Like in storage, can you have a backup without backup vault?
No.
No.
Without backup
Similarly,
also store.
विदाउट रिकवरी सर्विस वॉल्ट भी आपका कोई बैकअप है ही नहीं. द मोमेंट यू स्टार्ट बैकअप, वहां पर एक रिकवरी सर्विस वॉल्ट आपको बन जाएगा. इफ यू सी, इस रिकवरी सर्विस वॉल्ट में ही आपको दिखेगा बैकअप एंड रेप्लिकेशन, बैकअप आइटम्स एंड रेप्लिकेटेड आइटम्स, यहीं पर आपको दिखने वाला है. So when I say that one machine is being used, one machine is being backed up, what does it mean? That I have a recovery service vault. Is it clear, guys?
yeah,
Okay. Now my question is, can I use the same recovery service vault and do the disaster recovery site recovery, or would you suggest me to create a new one? And why? What are the drawbacks? If I can do, why should I do it? If I can't do it, why should I not do it? What is your recommendation based on whatever we have learned till now? It could be
Need to
cost,
create a new
security,
one.
etc., anything. Limitations. Yes, you have to create a new one, you're saying. And why should I create new one? Why should I not use the existing one?
During disaster recovery, maybe the service vault maybe get impacted during the disaster.
Okay. Yes, guys. I mean, forget I can. Why should I do it or not? I cannot do it. What did we learn here? When it comes to when I was asking these questions, if I want to take a backup of a machine, what do I use? Recovery service vault. What is the condition?
Same region.
Same region. But when I'm doing the replication, what is the condition? Can I
Different
use, yes, can I
region.
use a recovery service vault which is in ईस्ट यूएस और सारे मशीन्स भी ईस्ट यूएस में, तो ईस्ट यूएस डाउन हो जाएगा तो वो वॉल्ट भी डाउन हो जाएगा, right? I cannot use it, so it has to be in a different region. So can I use same recovery service vault for backup and replication?
No.
No, I cannot use it, never. It, if you want, I'll show you the practical as well. So let's say my machines, these are the machines, it is in east US. Meanwhile, please go ahead and check this IP if you are able to access any application on this server. And what I'll be doing, I'll be replicating this server, right? I'll replicate this server. I'll uh, replicate this server. I will make sure the server is up in some other region, or फिर हम again will check whether you are able to access this or not. So let me know if you are able to access this website or not. For me, it's accessible. I've shared the IP in
Able to
chat window.
access, able to see your photo.
You're able to access the website, right? Fine. Now, first thing first, we said you want to check whether we can have the same recovery service vault in the same region. Look at my recovery service vaults. All of them are in different region, East US. This is the region same as my virtual machine. So let's go ahead here. Try to enable the site recovery. Enable replication for virtual machine. I'm going a little bit fast because I just want you to show you the error message. That's it. Okay. Source region is East US. This will always take resource manager. We are never dealing with classic. We are going to come to this. Don't worry, by the way. Virtual machines. I'm unable to see any virtual machines here. Also, because it is in East US, you यहाँ पर जैसे ही आप select करते हो ना वो वैसे ही आपको error देने लग जाता है. The moment you select here and you select a virtual machine here, because again that machine is a part of some other vault. I'm not able to see it. Let me create one machine for you. Let's check this. This machine is in East US. I'll create one more machine in East US. I'm simply creating a temp VM, East US. I'm okay with any, let's take Windows. Though we are not going to log into this machine, still I'm creating one. By the way, guys, I have already replicated this machine, this one, the one which I just showed you, because replication takes time and we can't wait for 30 minutes, 1 hour. So I've already replicated that machine. So how we are going to do, what will be the approach is, I will show you all the options, click by click, click by click. And before finalizing, we'll just cancel that and we'll see the machine which is already being replicated. So let this machine get created first, and then I will create one recovery service vault in East US, or we can use the one which we already have, East US. Yeah, this is the one which we have in East US. Or let's create another one. East US. I hope you understand this. This is your recovery service vault's redundancy. Encryption, if you want your recovery service vault to be encrypted. Same thing if you want to use key. This is the key you can use. Or if you want to keep it with the Microsoft Management Key, you can leave it. Networking, do you want this to be accessible from anywhere, or you want it only from some private network? You have set up a VPN express route, you can do this and create the recovery service vault. So my machine is being created. It's it has been created already. It is in East US. Machine is in East US. It is up and running. And my recovery service vault, it is being created. Again, it's in East US. Now we'll try to create uh we'll try to replicate the East US machine in East US recovery service vault, and we'll see if it allows us to do that. And meanwhile, I'm going to create one more recovery service vault which we can use in central US or somewhere, which we are going to use actually. Uh, Again, here cross region disable. If I keep it enable, guys, yeah, this is if I'm if my actual environment is in East US and I'm replicating everything in West US. But at the time of restore, I want to do that in central India. That is possible if I keep this enable. तो multiple reason भी हो सकता है. But if I keep it disable, you can only restore it where you are replicating it. Is this point clear, guys, to everyone? It is cross region restore. Actual है East US पे, replica हो रहा है Central US पे, right? If I keep it disable, so at the time of disaster recovery, I can get those machines up only in central US. But if I keep it enable, I can do it in West US, East US 2, Central India, wherever I want. Is it clear, guys? Any doubts? Yes, no, maybe. Hanif, Razak bhai, Sonali, Sunil.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So as of now, we are going to keep it disabled. We don't require this unnecessary text resources. So we have created one in East US. We have created one in somewhere in Central India. So let's go to East US resource. This is my recovery. Well, we have seen this, right? This is nothing new for you. We have seen this. Backup के वक्त हमने सब देखा था already. कहाँ पर ये होता है backup policies, etc. We have seen this. But today we are talking about replica. So let's go to site recovery. We have zero machines here. Okay, nothing here. So enable site recovery. We can do it for VMware machines to Azure, Hyper-V machines to Azure, or Azure virtual machines. As of now, we are doing for Azure virtual machines. So we are enabling the replica. Source, it's East US. Where is my machine? This machine is in East US. So it is asking what is your source. So this is the source. Which subscription? This is the subscription. Select the resource group. ये सोर्स की इंफॉर्मेशन पूछ रहा है ठीक है कौन सी मशीन का आपको रेप्लिका शुरू करना है दिस इज सोर्स सो इट इज इन ईस्ट यूएस दिस सब्सक्रिप्शन दिस रिसोर्स ग्रुप क्लिक नेक्स्ट इट्स लोडिंग temp vm click next नाउ लुक एट दिस, टारगेट में जो है ये, टारगेट में इट इज गोइंग टू वेस्ट यूएस, बट यू कैन सेलेक्ट वॉट एवर यू वॉन्ट। ठीक है, इट्स नॉट नेसेसरी, इट्स रिकमेंडिंग वेस्ट यूएस। इनका ये जो है पेयर साइट हो सकता है, लेटेंसी कम होगी, बट इट्स अप टू यू, वेर एवर यू वांट यू कैन डू दैट। वहां पर एक रिसोर्स ग्रुप बनेगा, टारगेट रिसोर्स ग्रुप बनेगा सोहन हाइफन ASR नाम से। आर एक्चुअल रिसोर्स ग्रुप इज सोहन, देयर अ न्यू रिसोर्स ग्रुप विल बी क्रिएटेड हाइफन ASR, failover virtual network will be created as ASR, failover subnet will be created. I click next. I click next. Let me see if it allows us to add any account. It is enabling the replication. Let's see if we get any error. We did it on the correct one, right? Recovery service vault. It is fetching some data. We'll wait. We'll see. Somewhere it will give us error that it should not replicate in the same region. Right? This is what will happen here. We'll come back to this. It might take some time, but somewhere we'll get error. Now the actual replica which we have to do. So our replication recovery service vault, that should be in some different region. It could be any region. Recommended is your, it should be one of the paired regions. Paired region का list हमारे पास available है. ठीक है? So we created this one, central, this one, central US recovery service vault. This is the one we created, right? Or this one we created, India. So here, if I want to enable the recovery services, enable replication, source machine is in East US. Where is the source machine? It's in this one. Select next. This is the machine which we want to replicate. Click next. And you might see multiple machines here. You can select all of them. Where do you want to replicate these machines? So we decided, let's say West India. Okay. Same will be created over there. Temp ASR will be created. Now these options, what is this? Storage account, availability options. So at the time of restore or replica, do you want any availability options? So if you want, you can have. As of now, the target option should have only single instance or it should have availability set. कि ठीक है, आप मेरा मशीन सिंगल है यहाँ पर, आप replicate कर लो, but at the time of restore, do I want it in availability set? Yes, you can do that. If not, you can keep it single as it is. यहाँ पर जैसा है वैसे ही आप रख सकते हो. ठीक है, that is one option. Storage account. Do you want to replica all the disk? A machine will have your operating system disk. A machine will have your data disk. Right? मशीन में डेटा डिस्क भी हो सकते हैं. इफ यू से यार इस मशीन में 5 डेटा डिस्क है, इसमें से दो खाली पड़ी रहती है या कोई काम का डेटा नहीं है. सो एट द टाइम ऑफ रेप्लिकेशन यू कैन सेलेक्ट. नाउ दिस डिस्क हैज, दिस मशीन हैज ओनली वन डिस्क, इसलिए मुझको यहाँ पर ऑप्शन दिख नहीं रहा है. अदरवाइज डेटा डिस्क में यहाँ पर आपको ऑप्शन मिलेगा लाइक दिस, इंक्लूड द डिस्क फॉर रेप्लिकेशन, यस और नो का ऑप्शन मिलेगा. Why am I not able to do no here? Why this is
That
grayed
is
out, guys? Sorry?
operating system.
Yes. Because it is an operating system disk. Operating system disk को replicate नहीं करोगे तो क्या ही then there is no replication. If you're not doing the replication for your operating system disk, then there is no replication. उसमें कोई replication हो ही नहीं रहा है. So operating system का disk जो है that is mandatory. इसके नीचे आपको options मिलते थे data disk को लेकर. अगर इसमें डेटा डिस्क होते तो, एंड देयर यू कुड डिसाइड वेदर यू वांट टू रेप्लिकेट डेटा डिस्क और नॉट। माइग्रेशन के वक्त भी ये हेल्पफुल होता है। लेट्स से आई हैव 100 मशीन्स, 100 मशीन्स में हर एक में 2 या 4 एक्स्ट्रा डिस्क लगे हुए, एंड आई एम सेइंग कि मैं माइग्रेशन कर क्यों रहा हूँ, बिकॉज आई वांट टू सेव द कॉस्ट। एंड आई सी ऑन ऑन प्रिम पे ऑलरेडी एक एक मशीन में 4 4 डिस्क लगी है, जिसमें से 2 यूजफुल है और 2 खाली पड़ी हुई है। सो व्हाई शुड आई माइग्रेट देम, राइट? आई शुड नॉट बी माइग्रेटिंग देम। सो एट द टाइम ऑफ रेप्लिकेशन इटसेल्फ हम उन 2 डिस्क को छोड़ सकते हैं। गॉट इट गाइस? यस, नो, मे बी क्लियर, एनी डाउट्स?
या
तो ये मैन्युअली करना, सिलेक्शन करना पड़ेगा सोहेल भाई?
यस यस, सिमिलरली यहाँ पर आपको डेटा डिस्क दिख जाएंगे 2 4, यस और नो, ये दिख रहा है ये बटन, कैन यू सी दिस बटन?
हाँ,
इट,
ये तो
यस,
एक मशीन है इसलिए ठीक है। अगर 100 है, 200 है, उसके
स्क्रिप्ट,
अंदर अलग
यू
अलग
कैन यूज स्क्रिप्ट्स, यू कैन यूज स्क्रिप्ट। वैसे टू बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट, 100 200 मशीन कभी एक साथ रेप्लिका पे नहीं लगाओगे आप लाइव एनवायरनमेंट में। यू विल प्लान इट फॉर 100 200 मशीन्स, बट रेप्लिका पे एंड माइग्रेशन हमेशा चंक में होता है। 5 मशीन्स, मैक्सिमम 10 मशीन्स आई हैव
अच्छा।
सीन, इससे ज्यादा कभी नहीं करोगे आप। बिकॉज इफ समथिंग
ओ,
गोज रॉन्ग और 100 मशीन्स आपके माइग्रेशन में फंस जाए, जो ऑन प्रेम पे भी चालू नहीं हो रहा और अज्योर पे भी नहीं चालू होता है, देन इट विल बी अ ह्यूज लॉस फॉर कंपनी। तो व्हाई डू यू थिंक कि ये 1000 1000 2 2 हजार मशीन्स का इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर का माइग्रेशन का प्रोजेक्ट 5 5 साल चलता है? एंड व्हाई आर दे हायरिंग पीपल फॉर 1 ईयर 2 ईयर? इफ दे आर डूइंग इट 200 मशीन्स 300 मशीन्स 500 मशीन्स इन अ डे, तो एक महीने में पूरा माइग्रेशन का प्रोजेक्ट खत्म हो जाएगा। बट दैट इज नॉट पॉसिबल, यू विल नेवर सी दैट। बड़े से बड़े एनवायरनमेंट में जहां पर ऑटोमेशन वगैरह सब कुछ लगा है, यू विल स्टिल सी दे विल प्लान 5 मशीन्स ईच वीक। इस वीक में 5 मशीन करना है, और बहुत ही अच्छा है तो 5 मशीन पर डे। यू विल नॉट सी 5 मशीन्स पर डे से ज्यादा वाला काम कभी नहीं दिखेगा आपको। 5 मशीन्स आज कर लो, ठीक है, 1 2 दिन का गैप लेंगे, विल चेक देम, टेस्ट देम, फिर रिमेनिंग 5 मशीन्स को वेंसडे को कर लो, मंडे वेंसडे, दैट्स ओके, देन रिमेनिंग 10 मशीन्स हम नेक्स्ट वीक करेंगे। This is how you will see in actual environment. So don't ever even say कि हमने 200 machines at a time migrate किए थे. Remember this, good you ask. Live environment में you will always see एक batch में sorry, first thing they will not migrate all prod machines immediately. First they will migrate pre-production machines, टेस्ट मशीन्स में भी अगर देर आर 100 मशीन्स, तो पहले 5 मशीन्स, फिर 5 मशीन्स, फिर 5 मशीन्स, इस तरह से पहले वो पूरे टेस्ट मशीन्स को माने जाएंगे, देन स्टेजिंग मशीन्स, देन प्रोडक्शन मशीन्स। सो इमेजिन इवन इफ यू हैव 300 मशीन्स, स्मॉल 300, उस प्रोजेक्ट में भी कितना टाइम लग जाएगा। और इसमें बीच में कुछ हिकअप्स हो गए, कभी क्लाइंट से टाइम नहीं मिलेगा, कभी डाउन टाइम नहीं मिलेगा। सो ये प्रोजेक्ट्स लंबे चलते हैं इसीलिए। गॉट इट गाइस? सो यस, इफ देर आर 5 मशीन्स, इधर यू कैन यूज स्क्रिप्ट, बट वो स्क्रिप्ट लिखने में ही आपको इतना लग जाएगा ना, उससे बेटर मैन्युअली आपको यस नो करना होगा। इतना डिटेल स्क्रिप्ट लिखना पड़ेगा, दैट दीज आर द मशीन नेम्स व्हाइल सेलेक्टिंग दिस, यहाँ पर आने पे ये आपको यस करना है, नो करना है। इवन इफ यू गो थ्रू द पोर्टल स्क्रिप्ट, योर मैनेजर और योर लीड आर्किटेक्ट इट विल डेफिनेटली आस्क दैट प्लीज चेक दैट वंस मैन्युअली। इतनी बड़ी स्क्रिप्ट लिखोगे आप तो उसको एक बार मैन्युअली वैसे भी आपको चेक करना ही लगाएगा। Right? So when you do it, you don't do it for 100 200 machines. You do it for 5 machines, 10 machines, इस तरह से करते हो। And for 10 machines, it's nominal कि आप आके manually yes no कर सकते हो। Is it clear, guys, to everyone?
Yes.
यस।
या
Good. Guys, इसीलिए I'm telling you, do ask, do not think this is small question, silly question. Please keep asking questions. जिस भी तरह का मायने में आता है, so I'll be able to give you more clearer picture. Because you guys will have to portray that you have worked for 3 years or for 5 years or 2 years, right? So please keep on asking questions. Okay. This option, what is this, guys? This is something your new disk, this one, आपका जो नया डिस्क बन रहा है, ये उसका क्या ऑप्शन चाहिए आपको, वो है। So your new disk, current disk, what is the type of the current disk,
Platinum SSD.
right? Now आई एम सेइंग कि यार मुझको सिर्फ रेप्लिका ही तो चाहिए, अगर डिजास्टर होता भी है तो वो डिजास्टर को मैं उस एप्लीकेशन को वहां पर आई बी यूजिंग फॉर मे बी 2 hours 3 hours, 1 day 2 day, नॉट मोर देन दैट, उससे ज्यादा यूज नहीं करने वाला हूं मैं, राइट? सो व्हाई शुड आई पे एंड व्हाई शुड आई यूज फॉर प्रीमियम डिस्क यहाँ पर भी? इज इट नॉट अ बेटर आइडिया दैट आई गो फॉर स्टैंडर्ड डिस्क ओवर हियर? एसएसडी में भी क्यों जाना है, स्टैंडर्ड हार्ड डिस्क पे जाता हूँ। It will save a cost to me a lot, right? We have seen this कि कितना पैसा बचता है उसमें. Yes, guys, do you remember or not?
Yes, correct.
But there is a drawback. This is technically possible, but there is definitely a drawback. Production environment पे you will not see. यहाँ पर कुछ $100 बचाने के लिए you will take a big hit on your production. What is the drawbacks? When you see, when you go and check, let me see here. If you go here and go to disk, and while we are here, I'll attach one more disk. Let's see. आपको वो वाला भी दिख जाएगा. डेटा डिस्क वाला ऑप्शन भी बता ही देता हूँ मैं आपको. मैंने एक डेटा डिस्क ऐड कर ली. But when you go here, guys, and when you check के disk का size क्या है, right? What is the size of the disk? You must have seen के size, sorry, this one, based on this one, uh, based on the type of the disk, w- what is linked with it? What is a factor which is linked with it? Yes, guys. What is the factor which is linked with this?
Max IO
IOFs. What is
is
IOFs? IOFs is your
Input output speed.
input out.
input
Yes.
output.
So वो आपका प्रीमियम का एंड इसका SSD एंड HDD, राइट? ये हमेशा अलग होगा. तो यहां पर अगर मैक्स IOPS 120 है तो एक नॉर्मल डिस्क का 50 होगा. तो जिस स्पीड से आपके प्रीमियम डिस्क पे डेटा लिखा जा रहा है, सिमिलर विल नॉट बी रेप्लिकेटेड ऑन योर नॉर्मल हार्ड डिस्क. गेटिंग इट गाइस?
Yes.
सो व्हेनेवर यू डू दिस, यहाँ पर लैग होगा. मिनिमम 4 आवर्स का लैग हो जाएगा. अगर बड़ी डिस्क होती है तो 4 to 5 आवर्स का लैग होगा. देन यू आर टेकिंग एन इम्पैक्ट ऑन, you're taking an impact on your RTO. कि अगर 4 आवर्स का लैग है, so you're not able to bring that disk back, you're not able to bring that application back. 4 आवर्स का तो डेटा ही लॉस कर दिया आपने. So you will never do that. But technically it is possible. Got it, guys? Any doubt here?
No.
Okay. Now let's see. I'll again start with this machine and see if we are able to see that disk. By the way, meanwhile, guys, here it is. This is the one which we started where East US का आपका ये था मशीन और ईस्ट यूएस का रिकवरी सर्विस वॉल्ट. एंड लुक एट दिस, वी हैव गॉट द एरर, replication error, replication could not be done,
Same
virtual machine
location.
and recovery service vault in the same location. Can you see? The failover might not be possible in case of disaster. Got it, guys? To continue the
Yes.
using site
Yes.
recovery, please choose the vault in different location. इस तरह का आपको एरर आएगा when you select the same. Look at this. बहुत सारी चीजें इसने सक्सेसफुली कर ली, बट अल्टीमेटली यू गॉट द एरर. ठीक है. सो डोंट डाउट समवेयर के यार ये हो रहा है यूजर से और क्लाइंट से और इंटरव्यूअर से कि यार आपने वो बनाया था वो चल तो रहा है, यू आर सेइंग कि नहीं होगा. अल्टीमेटली यू आर गोइंग टू गेट एन एरर. सो इफ यू क्रिएट योर रिकवरी सर्विस वॉल्ट in the same region where your machines are, you are going to get error. Is that clear?
Yes.
And look at this, यहाँ पर तो स्टार्टिंग में ही एरर आ गया. The region of the recovery service vault resource group is the same as the region of the source. We should have got that error, वहां पर भी आ जाना चाहिए था, but that's okay. कहीं पर भी आओ, you should be firm and confident about your knowledge that it is not possible to have in the same region. Is it clear, guys, to everyone?
Yes.
Okay, so we were working on this one. ठीक है. यहाँ पर हम लोग enable कर रहे थे. So we are going enable site recovery because this is for virtual machine. So click virtual machine. What is it saying? The recovery service vault resource group is same as the if this is in central India. Still we are getting this error. This error we should have got on that replication. उस recovery service vault पे आना चाहिए था ये error. और यहाँ पर आ रहा है हम लोगों को error. Look at this. Where is this recovery service vault, guys? ये recovery service vault जो हमने बनाया है कहाँ पर है ये वाला? This
सेंट्रल
is
इंडिया में है ना?
India.
Central
India
India.
recovery service vault. If you check, where is it? If I go ahead and check here, it is in Central
Central
India,
India.
right? One thing could be the resource group. So let me change the resource group as well. I wasn't sure about that point. Initially, resource group भी अलग चाहिए होता था, but let's say I will create a new resource group. आपके रिसोर्स ग्रुप का रीजन और मशीन का रीजन वो भी अलग होना चाहिए. सो आई एम कॉलिंग इट एज UAE RSV and region should be UAE. It could be anything. Created. And with this recovery service vault, we are going to see how to start the replication. And I hope we see the disk option as well, because now I have added extra disk to that machine. Guys, only 8 minutes are left in this one. If you want, we can have another session, or if you want, we can continue this next week. We have very less people, so it's up to you guys. We have only 5 people. So however you guys are saying, let me know if you want me to continue. We can have another session. Might not take complete 40 minutes. We should be done in 20, 30, 25 minutes as well. But it's up to you. If you want, I'll take it in next session as well.
We'll
और
practice
नेक्स्ट सेशन में
this
लेते ना.
next session.
Sure. So we have 7 minutes left. Let's see how it goes. But meanwhile, guys, please practice. Okay, so this recovery service vault is being created. How will it look? Let me show it to you. ये पूरा बन जाएगा और जब replication हो जाएगा ना, so दिखेगा कैसे वो मैं आपको बता देता हूँ. This is how it will look. That this machine is in East US. It's being fetched in West US. ये टेम्पररी एक स्टोरेज अकाउंट बनता है. यहाँ पर साइट रिकवरी वॉल्ट है. दिस इज द डिस्क जिससे वर्चुअल मशीन फ्यूचर में बनने वाली है. यू क्लिक ऑन फेल ओवर, ये मशीन शट डाउन हो जाएगी. यहाँ पर एक मशीन वेस्ट यूएस में बन जाएगी. यू क्लिक ऑन टेस्ट फेल ओवर, ये मशीन भी अप रहेगी. यहाँ पर भी एक मशीन बन जाएगी विच यू कैन टेस्ट. स्टेटस इट इज प्रोटेक्टेड. रेप्लिकेशन हेल्थ जो है हेल्दी है. RPO 8 सेकेंड. 8 सेकेंड पहले ये जो है सिंक हुआ है. लास्ट टेस्ट फेल ओवर वी नेवर परफॉर्म्ड. इट्स ऑलवेज रिकमेंडेड 180 डेज में परफॉर्म होना चाहिए. configuration issues, no issues. Agent version 9.6. You they may ask you a question कि इसको trouble shoot वगैरह कैसे करते हो अगर replicate नहीं हो रहा है. So one thing you check is agent version. If it is an older, you go ahead and update the version on those machines. You don't have to literally know how to do it, but just remember these terms. कि हाँ एजेंट वर्जन चेक कर लेंगे, एजेंट स्टेटस चेक कर लेंगे. यू डोंट नीड टू नो कि वो मशीन्स पे जाकर कैसे करना है. डोंट वरी अबाउट इट. Once we do the test failover, we get an option to clean up the test failover. Or we actually do the test failover, we get an option to commit. एक बार failover हो जाए, then we can again synchronize it. Because एक बार failover हो जाता है तो ये सारी machines West US में चली जाती है without any replication. So you can again resynchronize it. ये भी आप कर सकते हो, but we'll see that in next week as you said. Okay, but let's see if we are able to enable the replication as of now. So our recovery service vault is ready. Enable the site recovery. Enable the replication. East US is the source. Resource group. Okay, that machine is being backed up already somewhere, so I don't think so we'll be able to see. Let me check. Okay, let it be, guys. We'll spend some time on this. I'll create a clean machine now. There are too many machines being backed up. Somewhere we have got error on that machine, right? So let me clean all these things. So next session, next Saturday, what we are going to do, we'll do the practical of recovery service vault, where we will actually enable the replication, right? And we'll do the failover. That is what we are going to do. I'll be using the same machine which I have given you now. This is the actual machine which I am replicating, and you guys are able to access the website. What I will be doing, I'll be shutting down this machine or crash this machine completely, and with the help of disaster recovery, we are going to restore this machine in the in some other region here in West US, and then I'll share you the IP address of the machine, and you should be able to see the same website which you see now. As of now, it is a website. In real environment, it will be application. As of now, it is only one server. In real environment, it will be multiple servers, and then we will use the recovery plans option. So 3 minutes are left, guys. Let's not do too much today. I'll stop it today. Right? So we'll stick to theory only. So any doubts, any questions you have? Yes, guys. Any doubts, any questions?
नो सोहेल भाई, ये एक दो बार आज देख लेता हूँ,
Yes, you
अगर
have
कुछ
whole
आता
week.
है
I'll be
गड़बड़।
sharing some questions related to recovery service vault. I'll be sharing some questions, some doubts, some practical as well if it is possible. Or let's not go to the practical. You can create the recovery service vault at least. Just create a recovery service vault. Don't enable any replication. It takes a lot of resources, a lot of money. पूरा वीक आप उसको ऑन रखोगे, सारे पैसे वैसे ही खत्म हो जाएंगे, राइट? आई विल हैव टू डिलीट ऑल दिस. मैं इसको सब डिलीट करूंगा, एंड इन नेक्स्ट सेशन, बिफोर नेक्स्ट सेशन, आई recreate it everything, because if I keep it for 1 week, this will fetch out all the money even from my subscription. So right, so don't create anything. Create recovery service vault. Don't enable replica. uh, Try storage with backup vault. I'll assign some homework for this week. And next week, guys, do you want to go with past services? Because Saturday, first session itself, first 40 minutes, we will be able to complete our recovery service vault practical. Maximum 2 sessions. So we'll be left with one session on Saturday and one complete day of Sunday. So do you want me to start migration or the other services like monitoring and policy?
You can start with migration because it is interlinked with this
It is.
session. So
Yes, it is. Mm, No worries. So we'll start migration, and the remaining past services, Azure policy and monitoring, those are isolated. So we'll cover that after that. So there's one tiny change. That next thing we are going to do migration. So please make sure you be available. Do the practice. Go through this video. Go through the again the old video as well of backup. Vault की थोड़ी सी understanding आ जाएगी. Okay, see you guys next week then. I'll share some questions with you, and if possible, some task as well. See you guys next week then. Bye.
Thank you.